second Walmart of the week. What's weird is yesterday, first Walmart, it's at 30 degrees, frost on everything, cold, cold, cold. Today, like 24 hours later, it is 80 degrees here, bright and sunny. Literally, I don't know, 10 miles from where I live. All right, let's go in here and see what we can find. Same deal as yesterday. We're looking for Halo, we're looking for Eddie, Viva la Raza, and some Black Series Holiday. Hopefully we can find something, because I am in the mood for a score. And as we're walking in the door, I immediately spot these bad boys. They're 20 bucks. They have 10 booster packs in them. That is a steal. I'm grabbing a couple of these for sure. They're going in the cart. All right, we have hit the section. Ooh, see what we got. There has to be some good stuff here. I'm feeling the luck today. The tomato head's looking pretty good. Every time I see these Fortnite figures, I get a little bit more interested. I don't know if I'm ever going to pull the trigger, but they look really good. Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. And not what I'm looking for. Oh, no holiday, no holiday, no holiday. There's a nice AT-AT driver. Gotta lay it down here. Looks like we are stocked with some new elites, though. We got Morrison, got Joe, Vintage Orton back there. That Joe looks serious. Whew. Thugonomics, Vintage Orton. More of the same down there. Faker John Cena. That's kind of a cool 2-pack. But I don't see any AEW. I don't see any Holiday. And I'm not seeing any Halo. Not looking great so far, guys. Gonna keep looking. Do have a few Marvel Legends here. We've got Tom Cassidy, Marvel, some Shikla, Wasp, Leader, some Gamerverse ones. Looks like they all might be Captain America. Lots of Rage. I love the look of this still. Maybe one day it'll come on with me. I don't know. Nothing worth jumping at, it doesn't look like. We got Multiverse Green Lantern here. But everything else is looking much of the same. Now I get over to the clearance section here and I find Cable. His guns are missing, but he's only $13. Do I get him or do I let him sit? That is tough. You hang out, Cable. We're gonna think about you. Alright, so ultimately I decided against the Cable that was on clearance. I don't know why, but something about it missing guns just kind of rubs me wrong. I'm a big accessory kind of guy. But we did find these, and they will make some great Christmas presents. I'm really excited. 20 bucks a piece. 10 packs, $2 a pack. Can't beat that anywhere. Good pickup. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sleeping Collectibles. So, I wanted to finish this video with a little mail call. Lately, I've been looking to get into collecting a little bit serious, a la this channel. I've always been a collector, 10, 15 years, and I think it's time that I get more. A lot of the local people who watch know this, but I actually started this channel as a gateway into opening a coffee shop here in my hometown. My ultimate goal is to get a big enough following and a large enough collection to open a coffee and donut shop in my hometown. Now, this coffee and donut shop, you might ask, doesn't have much to do with collectibles by the sound of it, but I want to make it collectible themed. I want it to be a place where you can go and buy comic books and buy toys, buy Funko, buy action figures, buy Pokemon cards, and play and eat donuts and have coffee and hang out and have a cool atmosphere with movies and a little collectible section where you can go like buy toys while you're there and a drive-through, and just I have this grand idea. And this is step one for me. This is about building an audience, building a collection, and maybe getting a YouTube big enough to make money from, so that I can put that money into this business that is in my head. So I just wanted to give you guys some background, but I guess it really doesn't have anything to do with mail call, but now you know. I wanted to show off some cool things I bought this week. They came in the mail, and I figured what better place to showcase them than here, in front of you. So welcome. First things first is this envelope. And now I'm not going to use this knife on the envelope, but I'm going to need that knife in a minute. So, let's get this thing open so that I can show off this get. Wow. So, I have been trying to get back into Pokemon cards for a little while, and Pay Money Wubby actually put out a great video about this whole Logan Paul debacle that really got me interested in the whole idea again. So I went on eBay, and somehow, I don't know how, I sniped this first edition Machamp for $3. Now, it's in decent condition. It's got a few nicks and stuff. I'm going to send this away to PSA or CGC. I haven't decided yet. And I'm going to start collecting graded first edition cards. And I want this to be the intro to that. So, I don't know if you guys can see them. My ring light might be in the way. But that is my first one. Looks good, too. Probably 6, maybe a 7. I don't know. Anyway, this is really what I wanted to show off. I have been trying for months now to find an AEW Unrivaled figure in any of my local Walmarts. No luck at all. Haven't been able to find anything. We have the ring, we have the belts, we've got no figures. So, a good friend of mine, Dennis Major, whom you can follow his Instagram, which I'll link in the description, is a toy seller, and he is selling some AEW figures for a really reasonable price, and I wanted to make sure I snagged one up. So I got myself oh gosh, packing peanuts. What is this? I'll make a mess on my workstation here. I got myself Mr. Kenny Omega. I don't know if any of you guys out there are wrestling fans, but Omega is one of the best. And his figure, I think, mimics that. It is also one of the best in the line. So, oh yeah, that looks great too. Box has got a little damage to it, but it is not bad at all. Check that out, guys. All Elite Unrivaled Kenny Omega, the cleaner. That is a nice looking figure. Probably unbox it one day, set it up. For now, we're just gonna let him hang out. Anyway, that was my mail call for the week. One more thing before I go. I wanted to use this platform to showcase other collectors. I've had a few other collectors of mine want to show off their collections or show off pieces of it. And I think that's a really cool idea. And I want to give a shared stage to them to maybe show off a cool couple things. So if you guys out there watching, if any of you have any collections you want to have showcased or you'd like a shout out or something, I know I've got a small channel, but I'm willing to use my platform to help you guys too. We collectors have to stick together to build our fan bases, to build other collectors in like a neighborhood, a community, if you will. So I'm going to roll some clips here, probably nowish, showing one of my really good friends in his collection. So stick around, check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. He's a really good guy. He's probably going to read those comments too. So anyway, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate the watch. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll see you on the other side. Later days.
Hey, Sleeping Collectibles Universe, this is Mike, and I am here to share with you my wrestling figure collection. While I may not have a theme as far as collecting a certain line of figures or an era in wrestling, my theme is bargain hunting collectibles. Just about everything in my collection has been found on discount with great deals, found at discount stores on clearance. So as I go through and show you my collection, I am going to talk about some places that you should definitely check out, which stores you can find these great deals. So let's go ahead and get to it and check out the goodies. Favorite wrestler started back when he created his YouTube channel, and of course without that, wrestling could be a lot different. He definitely paved the way for a lot of things in wrestling with using social media. So also, if you are a wrestling figure collector, you know that wrestling figure collecting is taking off, and it is thanks to Matt Cardona and Brian Myers, formerly known as Kurt Hawkins, with their Major Wrestling Figure podcast. So as far as bargain hunting, really the only one I got bargain hunting was the retro figure here that I found at Five Below. Five Below is a discount store you can find throughout the country, and everything is $5 or below, although some stores now do $10 and below. And along with that, at Five Below, a really cool line that I found were these Bendham figures, kind of a throwback to the Bendhams in the 90s. Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, John Cena, and then the fourth one in the line is The Rock. The Rock, though, has found a home in my car. I keep him in my car. He travels everywhere I go. All right, Five Below, another good thing that you can get at Five Below is some basic figures. All right, the Bray, the Kurt, the Matt, the Elias, all of those guys, the Kevin Owens, I think, all came from Five Below for $5. Another place that some people may tell you could get some cheap figures at would be Big Lots, which may have been true for a little while, but now I'm starting to see basic figures go for like $10 at Big Lots, so I would probably avoid checking them out. All right, and then I've even found a Macho Man retro figure at Five Below. So I'll come back to Mr. Macho Man here in a minute. All right. A very, very popular line for not just wrestling figures, but just about anything collectibles is Funko Pops. You can see I have a decent amount here. Not nearly everybody in the line of wrestling, but one of the best places to bargain hunt for Pops would be Barnes & Noble. Okay, Barnes & Noble will sometimes mark their clearance Pops down to as low as, say, $2. Okay, I think I found a few of these at Barnes & Noble. I bought the entire Captain Marvel line of Marvel Legends -1 for like $2 a piece. Those could be up to $20 a piece brand new in the store. So definitely give the clearance section at Barnes & Noble a look next time you're there. You may find some really good collectibles for very cheap. Another place to find some Funko Pops for cheap would actually be, surprisingly, WWE's shop online whenever they go to clearance. I found a lot of these for like $5 on WWE's website in their shop. So check that out every now and then, see if you can find some for cheap. Back to Five Below. Some other figures you can find at Five Below. They come in usually a 3-pack. These little tan guys of all retro people. You can see these are pretty cool. I've just got some random ones here. I've got my Macho Man on the Macho shelf. All right. Got a couple up here, Piper and Sheik. These are cool. They were a 3-pack. I think they were $3 a pack. So nice little cheap figures that are nostalgic with the old wrestlers there. Not great figures, but these little metal pieces here. Dollar Tree finds for $1. Even got some female wrestlers in there. Alright, so if you don't really care what they look like and you just want everything, Dollar Tree isn't a terrible place to look. Mr. Sleeping Collectibles knows a little bit about that. Alright, on this shelf, you can see I've got a little shrine here to New Day, because New Day rocks, right? Okay, I am missing one. I need to find a Big E Elite to finish out the Elite there of the New Day, but I've got a trio of Pops, a trio of Retros. Just need to get Big E. The other two Retros I found at GameStop on clearance. GameStop every now and then has some good wrestling collectibles, or even any kind of collectibles on clearance. Not only did I find those at GameStop, this is a really cool line here. The Retro Fest. These are the ones that came in the arcade style packaging. Of course, it was really cool packaging, but I'm an out-of-box collector, so I ripped those boxes up and got the figures out, let them breathe. So I've got a Honky Tonk Man there, and I mean, his jumpsuit is amazing. I love the suit there. You got old Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Duggan, King Duggan there. All right, got the 2x4 and the flag. And then Andre the Giant also came with his little mask that he wore back a long time ago. Came from GameStop. So GameStop's another good place to check out for discount figures. All right. Some of my Pops also came from Toys R Us. Of course, don't want to get into too much of a sad story there. Can't really rely on that very much anymore. All right. Let's go with, forgot, Five Below. Every now and then we'll get Elite figures. 1, 2, 3 kid right there. The Intercontinental title came from Five Below. $5 for an Elite. Can't beat that. All right. Dr. Thugonomics, John Cena. That was a markdown on Sears.com, I think, is where I got that from. So every now and then Sears website does have some wrestling figures marked down. Okay, Ollie's getting a shout out here with Edge. Got him for, I think, $10. Ollie's is a good discount store. You can find some good discounted figures. We've already seen a video once here with Mr. Sleeping Collectibles checking out Ollie's. All right. In the way back, we got some Mick Foley figures there. Those came from, where did I find those? A flea market. Those came from a flea market there. Flea market's a great place to find cheap figures. All right. And yard sales. My LJNs came from yard sales. All right. Get some really good deals at yard sales. And then I've got some figures here. Of course, I paid full price for some. Macho Man with the Slim Jim Entertainment Earth exclusive that came out last year. Maybe the year before. Man, when was that? But this is maybe the nicest looking wrestling figure I've ever seen. Even came with 2 packages of Slim Jims. All right, so if you get a chance to get your hands on one of those, that's a great figure there. And then, of course, Mr. Toyetic Hurricane. Had to pick him up whenever I found him. Full price though, but couldn't pass up Hurricane. And Mustafa Ali, of course, we know now as the leader of Retribution. I had to pick him up because he actually was the champion of my local independent wrestling for a while. I got to watch him live at small shows of like 50 fans, so it's a little sentimental towards him and had to pick him up. All right, so I think I've covered just about everything here and some places you can go bargain hunting for figures. All right. Can't forget the cheapest way to get figures. Ask for them for birthday and Christmas presents. My Elite figure Pops back there. Didn't cost me a dime. Got those as a birthday present or Christmas present. Yeah, I think it's a Christmas present there. So always ask to put those on your list. Get some fun things. Christmas coming up. Doesn't have to be all pants and shirts and ties. Get something fun. All right. Thank you guys for checking out my collection here. Step back here, give you a little overview. Oh, Mr. Zack Ryder Wrestling Buddy. Forgot to include him. Also, I wanted to touch on my shelf real quick before I go. I highly recommend, if you can, get a shelf probably that closes, because before making this video I had to dust up my figures a little bit being in the open air, so I would recommend checking out one of those detofs that we've seen on previous videos. Definitely keep your figures cleaner. I like the shelf though. It's nice and small. Keeps and has a nice set of layers here. Lots of layers. Just wish I had something that would close. Alright guys, keep on going for that figure hunt. Find the cheap collectibles that you enjoy.